All right, you guys, rise and shine. Welcome into this energy check-in. It's currently 8:32 on the clock. Today is Thursday, November the 6th. I'm at the planetary hour of the sun. All right, sun is in Scorpio at 14 degrees and 23 minutes. Moon is in Taurus at 28 degrees and 50 minutes. In transit today, we've got the moon ingressing into the sign of Gemini. All right, it's happening at 10:21 a.m. There's a lot going on in the transits today. I mean, a lot. Not even just with the moon. We have like Pluto at a semi-square over to the north node. Mars is at a sextile to Pluto. We've got Venus at a quincunx to Neptune. The sun is a sesqui quadrant to Neptune. We have Venus with a quincunx over to Uranus. All right, and then we got quite a bit of sextiles happening today with the moon over to Jupiter, Saturn, and Neptune. We got conjunctions of Uranus and Gemini, the trine over to Pluto, the opposition to Mars and Sag. There's a lot going on. I mean, today is like holy freaking transit day. All right, so right now where we are at 8:33 a.m., it looks like we just had a quintile over to the North Node in Pisces. At 9:42 a.m., we're going to see the quincunx over to Venus with the moon. And then we're stepping right into sextile energy. So most of the transits are happening early morning, and then most of the major transits for the day are happening late evening. All right. Let's get into the energy. I'm going to start off with chakras and see where we're headed here. The moon at 29 degrees of Taurus. Let me read that Sabian symbol. See what we're stepping into here. So the moon in Taurus, obviously, we say it's exalted in the sign of Taurus. All right. The Sabian symbol here, two cobblers working at a table. You might be going into depth with something. All right. I see two men working on shoes. One pair of heels, one pair of men's shoes. All right. It says respecting others' points of view, understanding someone else's way of being, and seeing life requires more objectivity about our own opinions and beliefs, respecting other ways of being and doing. All right. It says mature understanding arises out of seeing the other point of view, and the deepening of wisdom moves towards having less staunch opinions on matters. New experiences test our maturity of wisdom. Do we react in a knee-jerking manner and take up on a posture, or can we work collaboratively with another to deepen our knowledge? All right. Let's get into chakras. Let's see what's going on in the energy. All right. Interesting. Welcome in, you guys. 8:35 on the clock. All right, so emotions is here. All right, so feelings, expression, moods, and balance. Sacral chakra on both of these energies. One with desires, speaking about your passion, your goals, what you're craving, or what you have brought to fulfillment. And then I'm seeing personal boundaries. So we're still in this energy, heavy sacral and solar plexus chakras. Insight, so you are aware, you have a sense of understanding. There could be a lot of self-elevating right now. I'm going to use Psychic Tarot for this one. Show me this energy of emotions and where feelings are right now. How you're expressing yourself, your mood. Transformation, Scorpio energy. All right, planetary hour of the sun makes perfect sense. It's all about what's transforming in your life or how your emotions are handling these transformations. All right, positive movement forward. I'm seeing the 8 of Pentacles. So again, there could be about something, how you're putting in the work to move forward in this transformation, overcoming whatever it is that you feel emotionally. And then it's leading us directly to that solar plexus energy, and where you may have those personal boundaries up due to whatever choices that you've made or how you're stepping into something in your authenticity. Show me the energy of desires at the sacral chakra connected to your goals or what you're passionate about or what you want to bring to fulfillment. Memories of love. All right, so this is nostalgic memories happening. Sun and Scorpio energy at the 6 of Cups. I see spiritual union, 2 of Cups. So this it's falling back on the emotion of how something's transforming, how you're positively moving forward, how you're taking action, but also having this connection to desire of something either from the past with the spiritual union or the nostalgic memories of that situation. Triumph success on speaking the truth. So that right now could be your opportunity in speaking what it is that you feel for someone overall and how to bring something back into balance. This is carrying over from yesterday's message. Okay, let's see personal boundaries here with the solar plexus energy due to the choices that you've made and how you feel you're most authentic. All right, wisdom. I feel like you're allowing whatever you've experienced, all right, to give you as much wisdom as possible on how to move forward. Sacrifices, all right, the hangman. I'm seeing Pisces and Taurus energy right here and where we saw a sextile yesterday. All right, we're going to see some sextiles today as well. We've got Saturn and Neptune early morning sextile into the sun in Taurus. So I'm seeing how the wisdom has allowed you to take a step back and sacrifice, all right, due to the choices that you've made and how to, again, step into your authenticity. Material harvest, 9 of Pentacles. So it would more so give you a sense of freedom or independence, all right, wherever it is that your heart is calling towards, connected to your emotional state, all right, having authority over your heart space. I like this. That definitely feels authentic to me. All right, let me pull from Sacred Destiny, clarifying the sacral and the solar plexus chakras. So at the emotion and where you're positively moving forward, taking action, whatever's transformed already, you're happy. All right, moving into your happiness. Show me desires. All right, so looking back at the past and whatever the spiritual union was and speaking the truth about whatever that is, I see you being enlightened. So there's a lot of happiness here. I keep seeing the energy of the sun. All right, and then at the solar plexus here with the wisdom and how much you've sacrificed, it kind of feels like this is exactly how you're going to be reaping the rewards of your own labor, how you've overcome your emotions due to the choices that you made, and it gives you a sense of empowerment here. All right, now you're feeling delightful. This is nothing negative here at all. At the bottom of the deck, I see wisdom, so it's here twice. All right, your experiences have given you the wisdom to be able to move forward in the energy of your happiness. Okay, let's clear this out. So Emperor energy, Aries energy is where Chiron is. It's core wounds that you're dealing with overall. All right, we had the third eye at the bottom of the deck over there with the chakras. So you are aware. You have a sense of understanding exactly what's going on around you and where your emotions are right now and how you're going to keep personal boundaries to move forward. Wow. All right, let's get into Angel Tarot. Ten of Swords, revelation protects from sadness, gives revelations in dreams. All right, so maybe your dream state last night could have been of significance. Ten of Swords is a major ending. It is light at the end of the tunnel, overcoming difficult situations. All right, so maybe you were supposed to wake up in some sort of sad energy within your emotions. More than likely, you're moving forward in your happiness. All right, let's see. The Three of Cups here, fame and renown influences commerce, voyages, and or great discoveries. So that Three of Cups could definitely be a sense of happiness, celebration. It is heightened intuition as well as it represents Mercury in Cancer. All right, so whatever it is that you're communicating about, it's directly from your emotional state. Four of Wands, rectification helps one live in peace with everyone. So this is what you desire, is to live in peace. All right. And then I'm seeing the Lovers. Joy and pleasure brings happiness to couples and removes negative energy. All right, so this could definitely have a lot to do with like past situations in connection to your heart space, how you want to move forward, feeling rectified or feeling that you're protected from some sort of sadness. All right, and what you've discovered, and then bringing positive energy instead of negative energy. Let's keep going. The Three of Wands, construction of the universe, helps with great works and protection from adversaries. All right, so more than likely, you don't want to deal with any drama. You want to continue pushing forward. The Three of Wands and the Four of Wands are out here. So you're either making progress on some sort of stability within a community of people, within your marriage. All right. Anything having to do with building some sort of foundation, the construction of the universe. This could be you helping the collective somehow, some way. All right. I'm seeing Two of Pentacles here. Fortune and fame fulfills any request. All right. So again, God sustaining anything that's around you. Meaning Two of Pentacles, you have control, all right, of things that may seem to be imbalanced, or you going back and forth having to make, you know, a decision and having to push forward with whatever choice that you've made. It's giving you positive energy here. All right. Got a lot of protection around you. It's what it feels like. You could be an influential person. All right. Love and wisdom, victory over those who would try to attack you with the Two of Wands. So you got the 2, the 3, and the 4 of Wands out here, which typically represent heavy on the Aries energy. First, second, and third deacon. All right. So love and wisdom. There's a lot of wisdom coming in through the energy of the emotional state, which obviously is going to be expressing love. Let's see. And then the Queen of Cups, redemption, serves against enemies of religion and governs chastity. So the Queen of Cups is going to be where the Sun in Scorpio is. I do see Gemini energy out here. Heavy Aries, Cancer, and Capricorn. At the bottom of the deck is the Queen of Wands. Divine power governs against mental troubles. All right. So anything that's meant to leave you in a sense of mental trouble, you are protected from. All right. Let's see. Show me at the Two of Wands. The revelation in dreams. What were you shown in your dream state? And how to overcome whatever this is. It looks like you had discovered something. Now you're being rectified to help, you know, live in peace with everyone. Bring positive energy to your relationships. Help construct the universe. All right. With great works and whatever you do. Fortune and fame fulfills any request. I see this woman holding a bowl of fruit. All right. So there could be a sense of abundance around you right now. Three of Pentacles, yeah. That's crazy. You got the Two of Pentacles and the Three of Pentacles out here. I see the Two of Wands and the Three of Wands out here. However you're making forward movement, it's positive. All right, it's asking that you continue to collaborate with others around you with the Three of Pentacles. All right, so that you're protected from some sort of sadness. Going back to the chakras, that Sun in Scorpio energy, and where you have some sort of memory of the past. All right, understanding the truth about what was there, why things have happened, how you're overcoming and positively moving forward so that you step into your happiness. All right, show me this Three of Pentacles. That is a sense of authority, and where we saw it at the bottom of the Psychic Tarot deck with the Emperor. You're stepping into your power. Yeah, you're gaining strength here. All right. So Three of Cups, fame and renown, influences, commerce, voyages, and great discoveries. What was it that you discovered in your dream state? The High Priestess, you were shown what you needed to see. At the third eye, which is why you have a sense of light of understanding over there and awareness about what is to come in your near future. All right. Page of Pentacles looks like it's going to be a brand new beginning. Show me this Four of Wands. Rectification helps one live in peace with everyone. That Page of Pentacles is a very grounded energy. You intuitively understanding what's happening around you. All right. There's the Emperor. All right, so it could have something to do with a masculine, a father figure, a child. All right, how everybody's going to be collaborating together moving forward. Clarifying over the Four of Wands. It may have a lot to do with community, the home environment, someone's marriage. All right, and I'm seeing the Knight of Pentacles. This is like a slowly but surely moving energy. All right, something may have been delayed in connection to a lover, that type of thing. So let's see joy and pleasure and bringing happiness to couples. The Six of Cups is back out here. All right, situations in the past and the person that you have memories with, person that you have children with could be of significance. And the Hermit, you're being guided here. All right, how to bring peace into this situation. I don't see it necessarily being a breakup, but if it's a Page of Pentacles, something in the foundation needs to be grounded. You need to have strength in collaborating with other people. You were shown this in your dream state. All right, so construction of the universe, helping with great works and protection from adversaries. The Seven of Pentacles, it has a lot to do with how you are slowly but surely moving forward and growing something here. All right, your investments. All right, how much work you put into something. Seven of Pentacles is a Saturn and Taurus energy. You would have had put long and patient work into a situation that was meant to grow from the ground up. Seven of Swords. There's something deceptive around it. Something strategized around whatever this is. So if there's protection in this energy, then this is how you're helping construct the universe. With those that have already planted their seeds and are allowing this to slowly but surely grow. All right. The protection is from whatever the deception is. Okay. Fortune and fame fulfills any requests. This is where I'm seeing this big bowl of fruit that this angel is holding. Page of Wands, and I'm seeing it clarified by the Ace of Cups. This is new love coming in. Okay. So whatever you prayed and or you wished for, it looks like it's going to be fulfilled. All right. Love and wisdom, victory over those that are trying to attack you. Two of Pentacles is bringing me back to that energy. Where is it? Oh, it's right over here. Hold on a second. There it is. God sustaining and everything around you. All right, so through the energy of love and wisdom, if you move forward here, this is where you're going to be fulfilled with any request. All right, it could have been like rocky waters in the background is what I see. With the Two of Pentacles, this is an energy of like being controlled or going round and round with something, back and forth with something. It looks like new love is coming in. Yeah, a soulmate connection. All right, so I'm seeing lots of twos now. We have the Two of Wands, the Two of Cups is here, the Two of Pentacles is here. And then this is going to be your redemption. All right, serves against your enemies, especially those that are against religion. I'm seeing the Four of Cups and the Eight of Wands. All right, if you felt rejected, neglected, feel that you've missed some sort of opportunity, you've got news on the way. So your redemption period is here. Wheel of Fortune, something turns in your favor. I like it. All right, let's move on. Behind that Wheel of Fortune, the Moon and the Ten of Wands with the Ten of Swords. Something's going to change after hidden enemies have come in and tried to betray you. All right, burden you. I feel like what God has in alignment for you is for you to have some sort of victory, fame, come back into this energy of winning. All right, winning. I don't know if someone wanted to see you. I just saw the Nine of Swords. I don't know if someone wanted to see you. Stress, anxiety, fear, depression, heavy energy there. All right, but there's divine power around you with this Queen of Wands. I'm going to clarify this. Yeah, there could have been some sort of toxicity around you as I see the Devil at the bottom of the deck. So guarding against mental troubles, as I just saw that Nine of Swords, that's definitely like a mental imprisonment. All right, something but slowly but surely is turning in your favor. You just have to bring positivity to some sort of connection that you have with the lover. There could have been people that you have to collaborate with. All right, moving forward. I see the Ten of Pentacles in the Tower. Wow, with the King of Pentacles. So something could abruptly change in the dynamic of a family foundation. All right, some sort of legacy. All right, having to do with the protector, the provider of a family dynamic. King of Pentacles. All right. There's definitely something that's bringing in and or guarding you against mental troubles, and where there will be some sort of destruction around your foundation. Maybe something that was meant to keep you felt left out in the cold. Celebrated on the other side. It's judgment that's here. All right, in connection to that Queen of Cups. So you're being spiritually guided. Meanwhile, it looks like everybody else is around you kind of like laughing and or joking on whatever it is that took place with you in your past. All right, that's being watched over by everybody for it to see. It kind of feels like everybody is in the energy of the toxicity. All right, and I don't know if this happens to be a mother figure, okay, that's in this energy, or just someone that is seen as someone's empress, all right, moving in this energy of toxicity. All right, but it kind of looks like everybody has a view of how you were portrayed in the past in connection to your children's father or something like that, because it came out with the Emperor. All right, the foundation and how it's crumbling around a long-term stability that type of thing. All right. Yeah, it's almost like everybody around you is celebrating your losses or your missed opportunity. Okay. I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it because Spirit is going to show me what I need to see. All right, let's clarify more. You're definitely going to be protected from some sort of, I don't know, I just heard humility. All right. I don't know if somebody tried to humiliate you and you're moving in the energy of humility. Let's see. Whoa. Okay. I've got the Knight of Wands. Protection prevents discoveries of secret crimes and saves exiles. You have the Queen of Pentacles here. Intellectual lucidity provides consolation and compensation. And then I also have the World card here. Fountain of Wisdom gives success in all ventures. All right, so if it was meant for you to take a loss and to be humiliated, it looks like protection is here. All right, there could have been some sort of secret crime. I don't know. I've seen the Empress with the Devil card. That's someone moving in the energy of ego or pride or having some sort of like negative attachment. All right, but whoever you are, Queen of Pentacles energy is giving me that you were given intellectual lucidity. All right, you're going to be provided with some sort of compensation or be, you know, providing consolation from Spirit here with wisdom. You were given the wisdom to overcome whatever this was that was meant to attack you. All right, Seven of Cups, contemplation, making the truth known in legal proceedings. All right. I need a different deck. Let's do this one. The Light Seers. What was part of the secret crime that was taking place here with this Knight of Wands energy? This, I'm hearing this came from left field. All right. So if you wouldn't have seen it coming, all right, it came in pretty quickly. Some sort of secret crime that was discovered. Oh. It's almost like repeating the energies that are out here. The Queen of Pentacles to the World card again. Did somebody try to take down? This is like pre-Empress energy. If there's another feminine energy that is more than likely moving in the energy of the devil, then more than likely this person is trying to humiliate you by collaborating with others to take you down. But you have a brand new beginning coming. All right. So you were given some sort of intellectual lucidity. You're going to be provided with consolation and compensation, but it's coming through the energy of wisdom. The World card here, the Fountain of Wisdom. Okay. The King of Wands and the Page of Pentacles. It could be coming from a fire sign, someone that's younger than you, or the wisdom that was given is so that you can be seen as a leader towards others, helping construct the universe of the changes that are being made here and moving through the energy of love. All right, 1 second. There. I hate when my laptop dies because I just love my meditation music when I'm doing you guys. It's just reading. Yeah, there's something going on here with like foundation at the root, family, workplaces. This could be co-workers that are like laughing, all right, at situations that are happening in your life, how you're supposed to be moving forward. All right, you're supposed to be protected here. But instead of giving you some sort of like compensation, Spirit is giving you the knowledge that you need, the intellectual lucidity that you need, the wisdom that you need in order to help others that may be going through the same thing, because you're coming through as a leader. All right, you're coming through as a leader and moving in this energy of love to bring in justice, the truth known in a legal proceeding. Yeah, you're seen as the high priestess. It's almost like you can point out those that are trying to come in and create conflict for you and trying to end whatever this is in connection to your transformation. Something like that. All right. So see what I'm saying? There's the Tower. It says disruption, warns of disasters, and aids in your transformation. Yeah. All right, let's see. Hmm? Okay, there we go. Two of Swords, breaking the circle. Lifts opposing barriers and bring in your victory. That's why we saw the Six of Wands there. All right, so breaking the circle, breaking the cycle, lifting the opposing barrier. So again, the oppositions that are happening today are going to be, let's see, the Moon in Gemini over to Mars in Sag, and the Moon in Gemini over to Mercury in Sag. All right, so these are personal planets, Mercury and Mars, and they're affecting the emotional state. That's what this looks like. Thank you. Spiritual communication influences religious men, teachers, and men of law with the Ten of Wands. Prosperity, destruction of the enemy, and deliverance from bondage with the Five of Cups. So whatever was given to you in wisdom, you're communicating it. This is helping breaking some sort of circle or the cycle. All right, and how the opposing barrier is going to be lifted, and then prosperity comes in. You destruct the enemy, or you're being delivered from some sort of bondage of you being attached to someone that has like a negative entity around them. Nine of Cups is here. The Death card is here. So I'm seeing healing happening after some sort of ending and rebirth. I see loyalty and allegiance, friendship and reconciliations, and I also see justice, making the truth known in court. All right, so again, making that truth known in legal proceedings, whatever that may be. All right, let's clarify this. So in connection to this circle here, the Two of Swords is going to come through and like cut through, you know what I mean? Whatever seems to be the barrier here, so you can have some sort of victory and be released from whatever this bondage is. I feel like you're already spiritually communicating about it. It's helping you through your healing. You could be a very loyal person needing to make the truth known in court about whatever this ending is. The Moon card clarifying that. See what I'm saying? So whatever it is that's affecting the emotional state, or whatever may have been hidden, it could be hidden enemies, something like that. You're receiving the spiritual communication about it. The Magician, yeah. How to move forward from whatever seems to be the manipulation, and or how to utilize all tools that are in your energy to manifest a different, you know, outcome. All right, let's look at the prosperity that's coming in. The destruction of the enemy. The Two of Pentacles. Again, breaking that cycle. All right, breaking that cycle. The Three of Pentacles. This is a heavy Capricorn energy here too. All right, so I don't know if you're dealing with someone that has a position of authority in your life. More than likely, Saturn does rule Capricorn's energy. It would be a father figure. All right, there needs to be some sort of healing here. Coming out again. Working together and removing ourselves from situations that no longer serve us and that hurt us emotionally. With the Eight of Cups, I'm seeing Saturn, Pisces. All right. Saturn, Pisces. Which at 3:25 a.m. this morning, the Moon in Taurus had a sextile over to Saturn and Pisces. The next transit we'll see is going to be the quintile with the Moon in Gemini to Saturn and Pisces. That's not happening until 10 p.m. tonight. All right, so loyalty and allegiance, friendship and reconciliation with this Page of Pentacles, the Page of Wands. This feels like a very childlike energy, all right? Knowing that you could be loyal to something, whatever it is that you're having interest in moving forward, all right? And whatever it is going to bring you justice. The truth will be known as you choose to move forward from this. This one's to be seen, the Hierophant, yeah. All right, so this could be like a spiritual thing. Someone that you were committed to in marriage. If you're doing something creatively in the spiritual community, this is helping others bring truth and justice to a situation that requires them to emotionally withdraw from what's no longer serving, something that has hurt them, something that they need to heal from. And then the, you know, the spiritual communication is there, the intellectual lucidity comes in, the wisdom is given so that the new opportunity can take place to either make some sort of, you know what I mean? It's you being compensated with the knowledge that you need. What's the prosperity there with the Two of Pentacles? Overcoming the sorrow that was felt during some sort of transformation. All right, because that's what I was about to clarify was the Death card, the ending to the brand new beginning. The Seven of Pentacles. It has something to do with how it came out earlier, Seven of Pentacles, Seven of Swords, how something was sabotaged or there was some sort of deception around the seeds that you already had planted. So let's just say that it didn't get far. All right. It would more so, you will want something that's more like in health. All right. Or longevity for you, should I say. In a soulmate connection. All right. And that's where you want to see progress with the Three of Wands. Okay. Let's get off the Angel Tarot. Let's move into the Oracle of the Radiant Sun. So we did a Mars in Sagittarius reading yesterday. Mercury is in its pre-shadow. It's about to go retrograde in the next 3 days in the sign of Sag, and it's going to ingress back into the sign of Scorpio. So Mercury being in retrograde is going to bring a lot of people and situations from the past, especially those that you need to communicate with. All right, let's see. Mercury and Sag for me is a heavy spiritual communication because Sagittarius rules the 9th house of spirituality, higher knowledge, that type of thing. All right, I see the moon in Pisces here. So you can be seen as an empath. You could be receiving intuitive messages right now. I see heavy Aquarian energy here. I'm seeing Venus in Aquarius and the moon in Aquarius. All right, so if you are in this energy of being an empath, all right, it's asking you to detach and do something independently. I don't know if you're surrounded by people that could be distorting your mental, okay? Because we spoke about mental illnesses. I see the cranium here, all right, with a lot going on in there. Let's see what this is. All right, Saturn and Aries, risk. I see Sun in Pisces, vision, moon in Cancer, friendship, and Saturn in Sag, fulfillment. So overall, I'm seeing 5 of Swords, 7 of Swords in connection to this empath energy. And then Saturn and Aries is basically telling me that someone that knows that you're an empath is trying to come in and lie, tell a story, all right, do something deceptive to get you to detach so that you don't take this risk. You have vision. You're highly intuitive with the moon in Cancer. 4 of Cups energy. They just want you to more so feel left out in the cold, like you don't understand what's happening around you. Saturn and Sag says you've done the long and patient work that was needed in order to discover something, and now you've done something to fulfillment. I see the 10 of Wands. It's almost warning you of a burden. I see heavy on the air, water, and a little bit of mutable in this energy. I want to clarify this empathy card. The flirtation. All right, so you have a connection with someone that is abroad. It's a flirtatious type of like adventurous type of love affair, that type of thing. 1 second. Okay. So in detaching and or the independent energies, and where I'm seeing 5 of Swords, 7 of Swords, I see here patience. Jupiter in Virgo. You are meant to be here to help others that have learning difficulties is typically what this is. Having to be patient because you're meant to bring some sort of order into the workplace. If this is you bringing truth known into the workplace, all right, maybe it does have something to do with like those that are a little afraid to take a risk. The first house is giving me Aries energy. This could be masculine, all right, giving them the intellectual lucidity that's needed, all right. You might just be dealing with some drama in the workplace right now. That's what this looks like. All right, could be involving family. I do see the 4th house here, but it all has to do with your spiritual, how you're tapped in. I'm seeing 12th house and the 9th house here. how you're fulfilling some sort of vision here in connection to your heightened intuition. All right, it's like spirit is your friend here. Saturn and Aries, the moon in Aries. That's crazy because you have heavy protection around you. You taking a risk in doing so. I see a lot of ones. I see Aquarius twice, 11-11. I'm seeing Saturn in Aries and the moon in Aries, which is mother figure, father figure dynamic in the first house. So you could embody as a person of self, heavy masculine and feminine energies balanced. Okay, meaning emotional balance, you're fine. All right, yeah, that's kind of what that is. It's like the moon in Capricorn would be like a feminine sitting in a masculine's energy. All right, so if you're an empath and you have this flirtatious vibe around you, just for the fun of it, right? And then it kind of gives me like, you're an empath, you're a visionary. All right, you have some sort of friendship with spirit here. You fulfill your journey. That's what this is. It's a journey. All right. Let me clarify vision. Yeah, it looks like you have some sort of connection with someone that has a position of power. All right, Venus and Capricorn. This would be like, how do I explain it? Having a sense of like a spiritual union with someone that's of a great age difference. This is like you being sent down directly by God. All right, like your third eye, you're awakened. Okay, like you can see what needs to be seen so that you can do your work here on those that have been dealing with lies and deception. All right, you could be the one that's going to bring order to the workplace. That's what I feel this is. All right, yeah, Jupiter and Libra. So something having to do with like marriage, counseling. It's the 7th house is relationships, it's marriage, it's partnerships, contracts. All right, so something could be negotiated here. I'm seeing the 4 of Swords. So 4 of Swords in tarot is typically seen as the person laying down, resting with the truth after dealing with some sort of separation, heartbreak, or loss, with the 3 of Swords hanging on the wall. What I see right now is that something is being negotiated overall. Are you truly balanced here with the sun and the moon? All right. Can we allow this energy of the 4 of Cups to come in and say, okay, if we offer you this cup, are you going to accept it? You may have felt that you were rejected previously because of what was surrounded by you in the workplace. But you fulfilled your journey here. 10 of Wands says you've been carrying a heavy burden for a long time. And you've done your work. You've took the risk and you've protected. I'm hearing your name. All right. If you're an empath, you're very well known. Could be. Yeah, you did your job here. The sun in Aries says you've remained assertive on your journey. I like it. All right. Yeah. Endurance. I feel like you were very determined in achieving a specific goal to come and bring in transformation. The 8th house energy is transformative. Yeah, you've shown to be a rebellion. You've shown to be a how you call it? A spirit warrior. Okay. That's what this is. And you've achieved that goal. So if you have this connection with this older man, more than likely you're a visionary for God. Okay. To bring down those messages for God, it kind of feels like you have a very conventional type of relationship in achieving the goals that you were sent here to do. Okay. Let's clear this out. I'll pull a different spread. I'm trying my best to not lose you guys because I got to charge my phone and my damn laptop at the same damn time. Let's do this. Where's my... Okay, here we go. Hold on a second, y'all. So a lot of people could be clowning you right now because typically in the 3D, you are more than likely experiencing losses. Is because those that no longer serve you or no longer align with you are more than likely leaving your life. And everybody's like clowning you and saying, oh, well, but they don't understand. It's like on the 5D, you're seen as having a huge victory here. All right. So don't worry about what other people are saying or how things are going to be happening for you because it's not meant for them to see it yet. Spirit isn't aligning this for you. Okay. For those that are spiritual workers, that's what I feel. That's what I'm speaking to. I see 9/11 on the clock, so you could be seen as a person of authority. All right. 911. You're like a police officer out here, sent directly from God. All right, to go construct some shit in the universe and help fix something up that, you know, needed to be fixed a long time ago. Something like that. I saw Sagittarius and Aquarius' energy there with a sextile. All right. Flattery and coral. There's something about someone having 2 lovers at the same time, how this is creating some sort of quarrel in the home environment. All right. It could be some sort of deceptive courtship, and where someone's going and battling head to head. It could be two masculine energies. It could be two feminine energies. All right. It's given me fighting over some sort of inheritance of the family, fighting over the children, going through a divorce. It could be a huge quarrel in the home environment. Yeah, someone's like criticizing you because you could be highly intuitive and what you understand. They don't understand what you do for work. Sixth house energy is your work or your health or how you bring some sort of, you know what I mean, organization into your life. They're criticizing what you do for work. That's what I get. All right. But you're clearly doing something. All right. That's of a good cause. Saturn in Cancer, meaning that that's interesting because we've seen the moon in Capricorn. Now I'm seeing Saturn in Cancer, which is the opposition of the masculine and feminine in opposite houses. So I don't know if the masculine is playing the mother role, all right, or there's someone that's stepping into someone's life that's playing the fostering parent to someone's children. That could be of significance, all right, and how someone is being criticized for the work that they do, all right. Yeah. Saturn and Aquarius, eccentricity. I feel like I'm on point here with something. Let me see what this is. Because I feel like whatever you do or your divine guidance and how spirit put you on a specific pathway was for you to go fulfill a specific role that you needed to do in this specific lifetime. Whoever is leaving a specific relationship and whoever is stepping in, someone's criticizing the way that someone is foster parenting. Okay? That's what this is. There could be some sort of indecision in this relationship, this partnership, this marriage, or the masculine feels this way. Venus is at its 29th degree of Libra. And today being the 6th, we are stepping in with Venus in Scorpio's energy, which is at its detriment now. All right. And it happened at, 5:39 p.m. tonight. Okay. So there could be a huge indecision on why did I bring this person into my life? Why did I have a deceptive courtship with this person? It's causing me a lot of quarrel in the home environment with the children, with the inheritance of the family, with, you know, having to go through a divorce, that type of thing. So there could be a lot of criticism on who's foster parenting someone's child or how the father figure is taking care of the home environment now. All right. Yeah, like a heavy focus on health and longevity. I'm seeing like King of Pentacle energy with the Sun in Virgo here. All right, it's almost like who's being of service the most, who's bringing equilibrium into a situation for everyone involved, mind, body, spirit. You know, it kind of feels like who's putting in the most hard work. That's what it feels like to me. Okay. Yeah, it's like all eyes are on the masculine. Meanwhile, the feminine energy is being empathic on the other side of something. I feel like someone's going through a spiritual journey, fulfilling that journey, and the masculine is being the one having to deal with the other side of it. All right, because I see Mars in the 4th, the 6th, and the 10th houses. This happens to be with the house of work, the house of career, and the house of home. Okay. I'm seeing Saturn in the 11th house and Saturn in the 4th house. So more than likely, however someone's the mother figure of this situation, more than likely there has to do with something with charity work. All right. It probably involves an Aquarius because Saturn rules over Aquarius's energy in its domicile. And then there's deceptive courtships out here involving love, right? Being indecisive on who you chose to be with. Somebody could be playing two-faced is what I see as well. All right, not speaking truth. Let's see. Let's clarify. Show me the flattery card. What is happening with that deceptive courtship? Somebody could be trying to just be deceptive and or lie to someone or just try to make someone jealous and or envious to keep them away from dealing with a certain situation. Yeah, your intuition, my intuition's on point. It's a third party. This is the Mercury and Cancer energy I was speaking about. Like your intuition is on point about someone doing something deceptive. All right, involving, this is the 3 of Cups, family and or friends. All right, I don't know why, if it happens to be that someone's mother figure is of significance. The fourth house energy is here. If the mother figure is highly intuitive and knows that someone is doing something deceptive or having someone in a deceptive courtship in order to create some sort of quarrel, all right, or that was just whatever it was. And now it turns around where the finger is being pointed at the feminine energy because of the type of work that they do. Why am I... There we go. Okay. That's what I'm getting. Show me the coral. What's the... I don't... There's two masculines going head to head on this picture. There's fighting happening. All right, so there could be two masculines involved in some sort of situation in the home environment. But the finger is being pointed at the feminine energy because she's the one that's being criticized. The moon in Sag. I don't feel like there should be a boundary here. The moon in Sag is like the 9 of Wands. There should be a boundary here in whatever the quarrels are. Okay, however the quarrels have taken place or why something. Hold on, you guys. I'm trying to make sure the phone doesn't die on you. Hold on. There's something going on there. I don't know why that's happening, but it's happening. Okay, there we go. Okay. What's the criticism all about? Come on, give me a fucking break here, would you? I'm sorry, I feel distracted, y'all. But I need to be able to see my laptop so I know transits or what. Okay. I don't feel like you're being appreciated here for the type of work that you're supposed to be doing. Because clearly I'm seeing the moon come out in the 5th and the 9th houses. You have or were given the opportunity to go after your happiness, which came out in the very beginning of the reading, right? So that you would be enlightened on how you were supposed to be moving forward from the sacral chakra and what you're creating or what you desire to head into the choice that you've made, right? Solar plexus energy, where you're going to be taking action. I see fire energy here. 5th and the 9th houses is like you having a hobby or an interest in going after spiritual knowledge. Okay, remaining optimistic about that and you putting a boundary up to other people. So if your boundary was put up to other people, it had caused some sort of quarrel in the home environment, whether that was family inheritance, someone leaving someone for whatever they do for work, or it has to do where it affected the children. And now someone else is coming in and having to either quote unquote foster parent someone's child, or the masculine playing that role in connection to the children. All right, but the people that are criticizing you are not actually understanding or appreciating the gift that you were given by God. This is the empathy card. If you're receiving some sort of synchronistic signs, messages, spiritual communication, however you want to look at it, you're doing your job and you're reaping the cornucopia. I saw it. The woman was holding a bowl of fruit. You're fulfilling your journey that you were supposed to do here in this lifetime. And maybe that person that you were with put you into some sort of deceptive courtship. You intuitively understood what was happening here. And now that the shit is hitting the fan is kind of what it looks like. They're pointing the finger at you saying, well, it's because of what you do for work. Because why? You're highly intuitive. You were given the gift of intuition, the gift of insight, as we saw it you were given the gift of insight so that you could fulfill your journey. You're empathic. You only follow what your gut instinct is telling you that what was going to happen. So now they're criticizing your work when you're supposed to be bringing order into the workplace. Jupiter and Virgo energy, okay? And it came out earlier with what? Detachment. This is like you living a separate life from your love partner. Let's just put it like that. You living a separate life from your love partner. And everybody's like criticizing you on the choices that you made. Okay. So show me Saturn and Cancer. Yeah, Sun and Sag. You're fulfilling your journey. I told you. You're supposed to be enthusiastic about what you were supposed to discover, what you were supposed to learn about here. All right. I'm hearing learning. The 9th house is higher learning spiritually. They could be clowning you for this, watching how your entire life is disrupting around or destructing itself around you. Maybe it was supposed to happen that way. Because when something ends, Spirit was showing me you have a new opportunity coming with the Ace of Pentacles. Show me eccentricity. Discrimination in friendship. That's crazy. I'm seeing the 9 of Pentacles and the 4 of Cups. So as you move forward eccentrically, all right, in whatever pathway you're going down here, 11th house means that you're focused on setting yourself in or constructing something for the future, right? helping with the construction of the universe, meaning this is something worldwide, right? You're being discriminated here, specifically by your friends, more than likely, or how someone has literally rejected you as their friend or their companion or whatever in their life. So then it causes a sense of indecision whether you're supposed to be involved in this person's life or not. Show me Venus in Libra at the 29th degree. I'm hearing it has something to do with the knowledge that was given to you as well. I'm seeing the Virgin Mary here. This hourglass is significance for Libra's energy, and here's Scorpio's energy. You were significantly about to find out about something that was kept a secret and or a mystery that more than likely you knew was going to transform your life. This is life after death. Here's Virgo's energy. This is speaking about bringing your life back into order. Moving in the energy of humility. Virgin Mary, you get what I'm trying to say? I'm not saying you're a virgin. You're moving away from something that was of the dark in your life and moving into something that is going to bring you more purity into your life is what I feel. Show me this indecision energy here with the relationships, the partnerships, whatever this is. Doesn't necessarily have to be romance, but I feel like it does affect the home. So it could be family. Indecision is being clarified by, look, who was trying to control it. All right, so Capricorn is the father figure. More than likely, you're indecisive about having that connection to that older masculine energy. Capricorn energy is seen as the father figure, or the partnership and where you chose to do regarding your career. Okay, 10th house energy. Or this is just it. Something's being controlled in the background because you hold a position of authority in a large organization and you have a responsible position to fulfill. Period. And somebody's coming to the extreme. Mercury will retrograde back into Scorpio. This will be like news of ending, a drastic change of opinion. All right. It could be speaking on many different areas. The 8th house is the transformation. The 8th house is of depth. The 8th house is of deep emotional feelings. It has a lot to do with organized religion. I'm seeing the big ass crow up there flying in. All right. Mercurian energy is a trickster planet. All right. So there could be like a trickster type of energy to a ending that was manipulated to happen that way. Something like that. Because someone was trying to control you being indecisive about what pathway you were going down here. All right. Show me Sun and Virgo. Thank you. I mean, shit. Coming to the extreme, trying to affect your health. What type of health would that be? Your mental health. It said it in the cards already. Your mental health, causing like mental troubles for you. Authority. Sun in Leo, Fortune, and Mars in Libra. If you chose to go after that skill that you have, that is your passion, that allows you to be yourself, self-expressive, it brings in whatever type of contentment that happens in your life, and where you felt blocked in the connection of a specific relationship due to the choices that you've made, it's because there's an authority figure around you trying to control it. See what I'm trying to say? More than likely, it's going to be a father figure trying to either control what you do for work, your love life, the situations involving the home environment, something like this. All right. Saturn in Taurus, you have like a large financial commitment coming your way. Saturn's energy means that you've worked long and patiently hard for whatever this is. It has something to do with something that you value, your finances, materialistic gain, whatever that may be, right? But then it also feels like there's some sort of scheming happening in the background because someone could be trying to take from you. 1 second. This could be someone looking at you trying to scheme to gain advantage over, finances or some sort of, whatever it may be. The temptation to scheme to gain material advantage. That's what it means. Yeah. Okay. What do I need to see here overall involving, I want to say today's transits, but there's so much going on today. I mean, there's so much going on today. Let's just speak about, it's 9:27. At 10:21, within less than an hour, we're going to see the moon ingress into Gemini. What do we need to expect here? Because I feel like there's going to be that conjunction to Uranus and Gemini. It's going to create some sort of chaos. Uranus is like revolutionary changes. All right. And it doesn't do it like easily. Uranus is like, you know what I mean? Chaos type of energy. The Sun, Scorpio, focus on that. All right. Mercury and Gemini, there could be something exciting that comes up. Maybe you get good news about something. Mercury rules Gemini's energy. All right, the Sun in Capricorn, there is some sort of achievement. I see the Sun in the 8th house and the 10th house. That's a sextile, meaning there's something harmonious that comes through. If you communicated about something, you achieve some sort of goal. And then Mercury and Virgo in its domicile. That's crazy as hell. Look at this shit. I see the Sun in both Scorpio, Capricorn energy. This could be from now Scorpio season to Capricorn season, meaning from now, November to January. Okay, we're still in Scorpio season to January, Capricorn season. And I'm seeing Mercury energy that rules both the 3rd and the 6th houses. Whatever you're communicating about, you're on point with your shit. Mercury in domicile means that whatever information you're giving, it is legit, it is true. You've done the, you've done your work. You legit done your work. If you're communicating about something, it's because you have facts about it. Okay? So maybe someone is like, I don't know, I'm hearing trying to like distort your character or distort the type of work that you do or criticize the type of work, or I don't know. All right, I don't know. Discriminate you in some sort of way because they don't like what you do for work, or how you're transforming the collective, or how a major ending is bringing in a new beginning for you. A lot of Mercurian energy out here. Now I'm seeing Mercury and Taurus. Those that were left out in the cold, that's the 5 of Pentacle energy. All right. That could speak about financial advice. I don't know, maybe you do some sort of work in the media. All right. Like however you gain your resources, your money, Taurus's energy is in the media, Mercurian energy. You communicate something. You have, listen, it's long-term stability. Mercury in the 2nd and the 6th house, this could definitely be deception and how you're making your money and what you do for work. Somebody feels like you're scheming, legit. But it could be seen the other way around. It's resistance in the workplace is what I'm feeling that is. Yeah, of course. Look at this. It's resistance in however you're part of some sort of organization here. Resistance in the workplace. How you make your money. Look at this. 2nd house, 6th house, 10th house. All earth energies. Your money, your work, and your long-term stability. Mercurian energy. It has anything to do with Mercurian energy is communication. It's travels. It's transportation. It is teaching. It has to do with your local community. It could be siblings, cousins, neighbors. Take it as it resonates. You embody something that is necessary for the collective. You are a communicator. You are a traveler. All right? And it could be because you work for fucking spirit. Let's be clear. You are a dispatcher. I heard it the other day. I heard it the other day. So the Sun in Scorpio, how your inheritance comes in is because of what you do or the position of leadership that you hold and how you're achieving those goals through the energy of determination and endurance. So if somebody is resisting you from a specific organization, it's because they don't fucking like you. They criticize your work, and it starts with your dynamic of your family. All right. It could be affecting your marriage, your children, your long-term stability that you've had overall with your loving partner, because now you are associated to higher power. If your person doesn't match your energy or they don't flow in your purpose here in this lifetime, they're the fuck out. That's what this is giving me here. But someone else that's looking on the outside in is looking like, oh, you're taking a loss. Ha, 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 ha. They're watching how your life is destructing in front of your eyes. But what they don't see is what you seem to understand. The spiritual communication that was given to you to know what's on the other side is what spirit aligned for you, for your brand new opportunity, for you to be successful. Period. All right. So it looks like right now you're being rejected, or neglected, or being left out in the cold, or feeling like you've missed some sort of opportunity. Everything is in alignment exactly the way it needs to be. Moon and Taurus. Everything is in alignment exactly where it needs to be. Exaltation with the moon energy is like you're exactly where you are supposed to be. And we just spoke about the last 26 to the 30th degree of Taurus speaks about you being in this energy of depth. I'm going to read it out what it says to you here. It says, learning how to behave appropriately, develops within us a calm wisdom that grows with age, and a maturity in relationships that comes from respecting other ways of doing and or being, by which the embellishment of our complete life expression becomes our essential purpose. You are stepping into your purpose right now. All right. This is the shift. And then Uranus is going to conjunct with the moon, and then by tomorrow, Uranus will retrograde back into Taurus. Uranus is coming in and destructing, surrounding things that you don't value, things that are like only of material gain or whatever that may be. All right. Publicity is here, 6 of Wands, and Saturn in Pisces. Interesting. 8 of Cups. All right. So those that put things out into the public eye, and however you're having some sort of victory, Saturn wants to put restriction on you experiencing losses, because Saturn is bringing in restriction to those that are healers, those that are spiritual seekers, those that understand the occult. All right. Meaning you understand life after death. There's something about like crows here. All right. Saturn in Pisces is loss. All right. It's loss. The Sun in Sag energy, as I split the deck, Jupiter in Aries. This is because you're building an enterprise off of your spiritual values, all right, and what you've discovered. Let me just take a look. This is what's causing the quarrel, because a lot of people, they feel like you're egotistical, or you have, I don't know, 7 of Wands, they're not with the shit. 7 of Wands meaning like you're going to be having to stand ground on business here because of what you're about to experience in connection to this quarrel. More than likely, any spiritual reader, any psychic, anything like that, anybody that's highly intuitive is going to end up separating from someone that they were with long term, because it stands in the way of your purpose here in this lifetime. Spirit is showing me Teresa Caputo. She was divorced from her marriage. I don't know how that has anything to do with this, but that's what Spirit showed me. More than likely, look it up, Venus in Aquarius is energy. You live a detached life from your partner. What would I say? Oh, Venus in Aquarius. Hold on. Detachment. A sudden love affair with a friend, an unusual free-loving relationship, an unusual or odd relationship, a couple living separate lives, an agreement between lovers. Because you're meant to inspire other people in the spiritual community. So let's just say that you're giving advice because this message is coming directly from Spirit, from God, right? You would be seen as criticized, because it's like, how dare you be doing or saying this and what God's messages are, and yet you're living this life of sin with your person or something. That's how people look at it. That's how people look at it. All right. That's what I feel this is. You're doing exactly what you're supposed to be doing regarding your work, your career, how you're supposed to be making your money. And then you got other people that are coming in and criticizing you in connection to how your life is and what it looks like to other people. Fuck them. Protect your energy. Moon and Aries energy there. I gotta go. I gotta get off this thing. I gotta get off this deck. I want to get into tea leaf. So Venus is stepping into Scorpio once again in less than an hour. Or did I say tonight? Hold on. Because I'm tripping. No, the moon is moving in less than an hour. All right. Venus is stepping in to Scorpio at 5:40 p.m. Maybe we'll do a reading on that later. I don't know. Well, sorrow over a loss with the reef here. So again, somebody's experiencing losses. Successful outcome to your problem. I just saw a reef on the door with the key. The reef on the door typically is seen during like Thanksgiving time, Christmas time. All right, so there could be something involving a home for someone. All right. But let's not forget there's other lovers coming into someone's situation involving their family. So this may not be you, it may be another person, something like this. And it's telling you to get ready for some sort of drama or whatever that may be. Increase in material wealth, spiritual growth, short journey, muddled, unclear thinking, spiritual love. Someone gossiping about all your secrets, prosperity and abundance coming in, misunderstandings, and problems to be resolved. It feels messy already, I ain't gonna lie. Somebody has a misunderstanding of what this spiritual love is, this spiritual connection that you have with higher power. That's what this feels like. All right, and it looks like whoever is gossiping about the secrets, the prosperity and abundance, how there's misunderstandings and problems that need to be resolved is here. Something having to do with someone's family or the happiness of a family dynamic. Show me sorrow over a loss. So is someone crying about the loss of a love partner? All right, that could have been causing some sort of quarrel in the family. This could have been taking place from the early 2025. We had Mars coming out of Gemini and ingressing into Cancer. So this would have been like early 2025. Like February, March, April, May. Yeah, something like that. Sorrow over loss because of how someone's destiny is changing for them. All right, show me the key. Successful outcome to a problem. Ten of Pentacles. I told you I had to do with family. Someone's home, legacy. Someone's like destiny is changing in what longevity looks like. One person's crying because of how their destiny is changing. The other one is it's dealing with an increase in material wealth and or spiritual growth. So if the compensation that was supposed to come in, it would have been that you already achieved your goal with your money. The other person is having being compensated with spiritual wisdom, the fountain of wisdom. That's what this gives me, meaning spiritual growth. Okay, told you, the fountain of wisdom. It was the world card in the angel tarot deck. So if someone thought that, oh, you chose to go on that journey because Spirit told you to go fulfill that journey that was supposed to happen in your lifetime, it was part of your destiny, it was fated to happen, right? Somebody's looking at you like, haha, you got sorrow over a loss because you lost out on your dynamic of your family, all right? Or someone else has your outcome of what you wanted long term, meaning you are giving, instead of material wealth, the fountain of wisdom. Meaning that you work for Spirit now. Spirit can bless you in, I mean, whew, many different ways. Someone doesn't see that yet, or you don't. All right. I see the horse here. Horses are freedom, independence. Okay. Something was supposed to be a short journey, muddled, unclear thinking, and spiritual love. So maybe someone doesn't understand what spiritual love is. That's a spiritual union. If you are not in alignment with someone that understood your journey and why you were going down this journey, more than likely that person ain't supposed to fucking be with you anyway, because Spirit's got something better. Okay. Three of Wands. All right. Patiently waiting for your ships to come in. This is making progress. This is Sun and Aries energy where you were supposed to remain assertive. We saw it earlier. All right, on whatever this short journey was. That could have been your choice. It is solar plexus energy. I mean, I know y'all see all that damn yellow on there. Aries, Leo, Sag, just solar plexus energy. All right, so you have the willpower, the freedom to make whatever choices you want to, make and whatever. But there was some sort of muddled, unclear thinking involved in whatever the spiritual love was. The Page of Wands. Once again, is this actually your passion or is it not? Show me spiritual love. Somebody likes lily flowers. Look at the moon and Sag here. You see what I told you? Everything that you had going on earlier with the emotions and what you desired, it's due to something that you felt was your goal or something that you needed to fulfill. It was a passion. It allowed you to express your emotions, your feelings, your moods, okay? And more than likely, it led to the solar plexus energy and where you had a personal boundary up with somebody due to the choices that you made, how you fulfilled some sort of authenticity within yourself, and how you felt a sense of empowerment. That's where you're going to remain assertive. And it had a lot to do with the gift of insight that was given to you. You were given some sort of wisdom, understanding, all right, so that you could understand what your gut feeling was telling you to do. You were aware of it already. Look at all this fire energy coming out, clarifying a short journey, muddled, unclear thinking, spiritual love. There is no muddled, unclear thinking, because clearly spiritual communication was given to you. The wisdom was given to you so that you could help the collective and change the dynamic of what long-term stability looks like. Look at what I'm seeing here. The Wheel of Fortune, Ten of Pentacles to the World card. People laughed at you, saying, oh, you're going to be in sorrow over a loss because you're basically handing over this opportunity to someone else that you were long-term with. Who gives a fuck? They don't even see what's coming yet. All right? It's almost like you missing out on some sort of opportunity with a past person that more than likely, they're not part of your path. They're not your spiritual union. So you got people that are gossiping about all of your secrets, about where your prosperity and your abundance is coming from, how you're going to resolve some sort of problem in your life, and this is all just some sort of big misunderstanding. They don't see it yet. I'm sorry, the lighting is like, okay. Show me the parrot here with who's gossiping about all your secrets. Or why is of significance on your brand new journey, because obviously the Nine of Wands, you're like spiritual warrior out here because of the connection of spiritual love that you have towards the divine. All right. Well, gossiping about all of your secrets. Seven of Swords. Those that are creating. It came out earlier. Five of Swords, Seven of Swords. All right. Creating the drama. It's all out of envy because of the gift that was given to you. If it doesn't look materialistic, it ain't right. It was given to you through the fountain of wisdom. You were given the gift of intuition so that you could help resolve problems in your life that clearly you didn't even understand at the damn time. All right. Now you're meant to come in and collectively help everybody else around you. All right. Show me the period of prosperity and abundance with the bread. So we've seen the cornucopia. We've seen the woman holding the bowl. We're seeing period of prosperity and abundance. Why are people jealous about what you're creating here? Because you're in your Queen of Pentacle energy. Even if you're not seen as someone's Empress, which the Empress came out next to the Devil card earlier, that's someone moving in their ego and their pride, and they think they've won already. I'm going to replay back something because it just came to my mind. Those that are envious and or jealous or deceptive or strategizing against this Queen of Pentacle, which is meant to come in and bring consolation and compensation, is coming directly from spirit. So keep gossiping about whoever the fuck you think you're gossiping about, because you don't know who this person is rocking with. They're rocking literally with the divine here, setting their life up with what it's supposed to look like and how it's supposed to be moving forward in spiritual love. This is a spiritual warrior out here. One second. I gotta look for this. My readings are so damn spiritual. Y'all probably look at me like, Jazz is crazy. I'm not, though, I promise. I'm really not. I just know my purpose and what I'm speaking about sometimes. Sometimes. I'm not perfect. Welcome in. What am I looking for here? Here we go. Guys. Hold on. No, go back. Go back. There we go. And the curse is he give you a bunch of no's. The devil say yes fast. That's why a lot of people in the end. The devil says yes fast. The Empress came out with the devil. It's for eternity. And you're gonna be prepared for it. You're gonna be prepared. That's God. The devil make it shine in the beginning and fall at the end. God's timing is a blessing and the curse, because the curse is he give you a bunch of no's. The devil say yes fast. That's why a lot of people in the end end up falling off. Because when God finally do give you that yes, it's for eternity. And you're going to be prepared for it. You're going to be prepared. That's God. The devil make it shine in the beginning and fall at the end. God's timing is a blessing and the curse. So no wonder why they're jealous of you and gossiping about all of your secrets. Because they know what you embody and what you have the ability to create, because it's coming in with lots of prosperity and abundance. Make it shine in the beginning and fall at the end. God's timing is a blessing and the curse, because the curse is he give you a bunch of no's. So the problem to be resolved, and whatever this big misunderstanding is, I feel like God's going to end up coming and showing who the hell you really are out here. And he's going to do it in front of everybody's eyes. Those that more than likely were gossiping about all of your secrets, or however some sort of spiritual union was supposed to work out for you. All right. Yeah, you have fulfilled your purpose here, and I feel like you've done so. with a sense of humility. All right. You're in this energy of purity now. Moving forward, you got people that are definitely jealous and or envious of whatever you've got coming your way. They're not meant to see it. They're not meant to see it. What's the problem to be resolved here? So this could, again, have something to do with finances, money, work, the home environment, the mother figure, the father figure, however, take it as resonates. Problem to be resolved. Here's the sorrow over the loss. And it came out clarifying someone's destiny, what was fated, the Wheel of Fortune. So someone is right now in regret. This is that Mars and Scorpio energy, which Mars just stepped into Sag just a couple days ago on the 4th. All right. So it kind of feels like, damn, I lost out on my soulmate connection, my soul partner. All right. Let's see. So this big misunderstanding, let's see, clarify it. I'm hearing it's like the wall of China. Something is like never ending. All right. Some sort of big misunderstanding. The star. So is the star being misunderstood? Wow. About their spiritual union. About the person that's in regret over their soulmate. Okay. I'm seeing Cancer, Scorpio, Aquarius energy here. All right, so I don't know what's happening, why this coral is happening, why all this is happening. Something's going on here. All right. Yeah. Whoa. I feel like you still got hidden enemies. That moon keeps coming out. Or there could be something about the moon in Gemini. I don't know. Okay. Anything else we need to see and or know about this reading? Where am I? Yeah, we gotta go. Stepping into new experiences. Persevere in overcoming problems. Stubborn, aggressive person. Light-hearted, carefree time. Dark woman here. Dark hair, dark complexion, or just literally this woman's energy is dark. You'll be taken care of in difficult time. April's here. Taurus, Aries, Taurus. Long journey, leaving you wiser at the end. Down at the bottom of the deck, situations in the balance that require careful handling. This is like a new beginning for you. Stepping into new experiences. All right. That's what that is. Well, hot damn. Yeah, stepping into new experiences. I feel like Aquarius, you are... My laptop keeps going crazy and it's showing me at 17%. So star card energy is what we just saw. Aquarius, this could be for you. I don't know. You're stepping into a new experience here. You know the legs, they rule over Capricorn at the knees. Aquarius at, what is that? The calf. And then Pisces at the feet. This is something having to do with the ending of a circle. The ending of a cycle. Something like that. You're stepping into some sort of new experience here, and you're going to persevere and overcome whatever your problems have been. Dealing with whoever this stubborn ass aggressive person is. I'm seeing the ram. All right. It could be Aries. It could just be someone that is seen as a stubborn masculine, where you're moving forward, carefree, lighthearted. All right. At the heart chakra is how I heard that. All right. Show me the stepping into new experiences. You're coming out in the energy of very stern and very direct and speaking truth. And you know what I mean? We saw 9/11. That's like you're coming out in authority in your own energy. Okay? Like you're a police officer or something out here. A person of authority. All right? Persevere and you'll overcome your problems. Page of Swords. I feel like you're learning a lot. From the Page to the King of Swords, you had to go through a sense of maturity as well. That's what that is, Saturn energy. All right. So you continue to persevere. You continue to focus on gaining knowledge and or accepting the wisdom that's given to you directly from Spirit. You'll be fine. All right, yeah. It has a lot to do with the knowledge that you're being given and how you're meant to be seen as a leader. Okay? This could be like a public speaker in both ways. The King of Wands and the King of Swords. So more than likely, if you have spiritual knowledge that you communicate about, you're meant to be a public speaker. You're just dealing with whoever this stubborn, aggressive ass person is. Who is that? The sun. All right. Maybe you're bringing light on this stubborn, aggressive ass person. And tarot, who would that be seen as? The devil, right? Maybe you're enlightened or giving some sort of awareness or insight on whoever this stubborn, aggressive person is. All right. Whoever is bringing in whatever. Oh, wow. This is showing me Venus and Scorpio's transit today. If someone has tried to put you in front of some sort of illusion or lie to you or keep something a secret, quote unquote, Scorpio's energy, Scorpio is of what is mysterious, of the dark, right? You're bringing some sort of light to that situation. This person could be very stubborn. It could be a Scorpio, I don't know. You're in, you know, bringing the light on the energy of what's kept in the dark. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe this person's like heartbroken, or you had to leave them because they broke your heart. Something like that. All right. There's something about how you were devoted to this person. You sacrificed to this person. All right. And it looks like they don't want you doing something and putting it in the public eye. We've seen the publicity card earlier come out. Yeah. It's because of what you do from work. However, you're putting somebody shit on the forefront is what I'm feeling here. Okay? They don't like it. They don't like what you do for work. They want you to leave what you're doing for work. They don't like it. Because you're exposing their asses. That's exactly what this is. You're exposing somebody that you know may have broken your heart, or someone that you had to separate from because of the type of work that you do. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's just bringing the truth known in legal proceedings. I can't make this shit up. It's justice. All right. Show me the energy of lighthearted, carefree time. That's crazy. I got heavy Aries energy here because I'm seeing April and the Ram. All right. So Aries is where Saturn and Neptune is going to be stepping in 2026 moving forward. It will never retrograde back to the sign of Pisces. All right. So this is all about the first house. Don't you be out here being this stubborn, aggressive person to other people. If you were given some sort of knowledge by spirit, it's because you were supposed to communicate about it. That's why. You could be a female. I don't know. It's given a dark-colored woman here. Dark hair, dark woman, or however this dark energy is. All right. That surrounds whoever this is. It kind of brings in a sense of stubbornness moving forward. It says you'll be taken care of in difficult time, because I feel like somebody was attacking you on your long spiritual journey. Okay. Show me this stubborn, aggressive person again. I'm telling you, they're fucking celebrating on the other side way too fucking early. Lighthearted, carefree time. 5 of Swords. They're celebrating how they tried to attack you or lie on you or cheat you out of a situation or try to win at all costs. I'm trying to tell you. More than likely, you're over here like, just watch what happens. You're lighthearted. You're carefree. You're just kind of like, I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm good. All right. That's like a big ouch right there. Yeah, it's because you're listening to what spirit is telling you to do. Spiritual communication. Mercury in Sagittarius' energy right now. All right. So they could be celebrating a little way too early, because wait until Mercury retrogrades back into the sign of Scorpio. Somebody is going to experience and or hear news of an ending, or there's going to be a drastic change of opinion in how someone ended it, and then is going to want a brand new beginning. Why? Because when Mercury retrogrades, a lot of past people come back. So don't celebrate too fucking early. It's what it's doing. All right, dark woman. She's speaking the truth. Maybe she understands of the dark. She understands of how things transform. She was given the intellectual lucidity of understanding the wisdom. Show me April's energy. This person could have a moon in Aries or Taurus. So as we're stepping out of the moon in Taurus, this would have been literally like all since when? Hold on. The moon was in Aries on Sunday. So from Sunday to today, Thursday. That's crazy. Because Sundays are ruled by the sun, Leo's energy. All right. Bringing enlightenment to a situation. And Thursdays are ruled by Jupiter, which Jupiter is all about expansion and growth and higher knowledge. It rules the 9th house. The Wheel of Fortune. Yeah. I'm telling you, this person, whoever this woman is that understands of the dark, she was given the fountain of wisdom clearly to guide other people here. And it says you'll be taken care of in difficult times because people are probably clowning you on how someone took your inheritance, your abundance, your family, your foundation, how you've gone through a divorce. I mean, you've done one through it all. It says a long journey, either physical and or mental, that will leave you wiser at the end. You'll understand, you'll gain your wisdom once it's all over, and how spirit comes through and transforms your life and what was fated to come in on the other side. Okay. So you're supposed to be communicating the wisdom that was given to you here. Heavy on the Jupiter with the Wheel of Fortune. All right, so Jupiter being in Cancer, there could be a lot of speculation going on, for sure, in your home environment. Or about your family or the foundation of you being a mother figure, let's just say, right? Because I see they were criticizing the mother figure for the type of work she was doing. You'll be taken care of in difficult times. The star. So I feel like I'm speaking to an Aquarius. Aquarius has Pluto right now destructing everything around their lives. We spoke about that. All right, I'm seeing Aquarius directly next to Jupiter. So Pluto and Jupiter, something that is transforming, may feel expansive or like a lot bigger than what it is meant to be, but it's supposed to be a big deal. Aquarius is a big deal. Aquarius is on both of these cards, matter of fact. All right, Aquarius rules over intellectual lucidity. You're an intellectual sign. All right, not that this is about Aquarius. I feel that whatever your wish fulfillment is, spirit is going to come through and give that to you. All right, whatever you request is given to you. It came out in the Angel Tarot. Whatever this Wheel of Fortune says, you are supposed to be given to. All right, you probably look like to others, oh, watch, so fucking needy. Why do you always ask for this or ask for that? Because whatever you ask for, spirit is going to bring it to you. Whether it's from that person, that person, that person. You work for God. That's what this is. You were given wisdom. You were supposed to be here not for a short time, but a long time with the wisdom that was given. Okay. I feel like the star, you have like an old spirit. Okay. You have an old spirit. That's crazy. Oh, yeah. You better believe it. You're going to be in alignment with the King of Pentacle energy. All right. That could be Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. Or you're going to be very, very much abundant in the near future because of the work that you're doing right now. Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords and Queen of Swords, King of Swords is out here. I see the King of Wands and the King of Pentacles. 3 kings are out here. You might have a lot of different options. I see 10 o'clock on the dot. It could be a Capricorn or somebody that is much older, much mature. Someone that's going to understand that you come with lots of wisdom. This came out in the reading yesterday. Spirit is not going to place you with someone that is younger to you or where you feel that you have fulfilled your journey and they're going to make you redo a journey that you've already completed with someone that's immature, someone that doesn't understand wisdom, knowledge, spirituality, the significance of material wealth. They're not going to put you back with someone like that. They're going to put you with someone very much more mature. All right. As a spiritual union. Committed in marriage. Okay. They may not come today, tomorrow. In the next 2 years, they're coming though. That's what it looks like. Because I feel like you know exactly what you want. Yeah. It's just about you needing to take the risk. We saw Saturn in Aries. It's coming up. Saturn in Aries is like a brand new beginning. All right? Brand new beginning. And it's going to be in alignment with you not being afraid to remain disciplined on a journey because of what you were shown. Something like that. Yeah, this is about you, again, stepping into some sort of new life experience. So something requires balance before you move forward. Okay. What was I looking at? When is Saturn stepping into Aries again? February 13th. Big deal. All right, Neptune will enter Aries on January 26th. So January to February, I told you guys, something having to do with like, it could be from now, Scorpio season, to Capricorn season, where things are going to be shifting for you. And then by, obviously, January, February, we'll be in like winter solstice energy. All right, you're getting prepared, like you're doing the work, you're building up on something so that when the new year, the new astrological year begins with the spring equinox, you're ready for your brand new beginnings. The nodes are changing in 2026. The eclipses are changing in 2026. We finally have Saturn and Neptune going direct in the sign of Aries. Uranus will go direct in the sign of Gemini and will never retrograde back to Taurus again. Well, it will, but not in this lifetime. Okay, we've got a lot of major changes coming up. The personal planets, they're always going to change. We're talking about like farther planets that affect us long term. All right, so I'm talking Saturn, Neptune. I'm speaking about Uranus. Jupiter's even ingressing into the sign of Leo. Jupiter in Leo is publicity. Okay, yeah, there's going to be major changes. Major changes. And Pluto's already in Aquarius for the next 20 years. We're never going to see Pluto in Capricorn again in our lifetime, ever. Okay, never. Yeah. Thank you, Spirit. I'm like, she's like a given goddess. But yeah, that's what it was given. Yeah, 9 of Cups. I like it. All right, I love you guys. I'll catch you in community chat. I don't know when I'm going to start the reading because there's so many different transits happening today. But I definitely want to more than likely do an all signs for the Venus stepping into Scorpio energy day this evening. I'll catch you there. Love you. Bye.